Alright, so we got the physical jumps working with the background number updating as we jump, and you can see that we're actually losing, quote unquote, some timelines, and that's on purpose. So if I jump here, you'll see the position of the next drone that's gonna pop out, right? And if I do anything during the pulse and I come back, he's gonna replay the exact same instructions. And when I jump, my number on my back just grows, right? And you see number 3 doesn't exist anymore because I jumped back and his timeline got lost. Because you can only jump to timelines where the pulse is active. So you jump to this timeline, and then you go to the start of the timeline again, and you go to the start of the timeline again. So everything resets to the position it had. Oh, he's inside the wall because there's actually no collision on it. Not yet. Well, we used to have some, but then we removed it for working on pathfinding for the AI. But yeah, I've got some animations going with the faint pulse you see on the fire. I can actually see it. Also, you have the anchor points for the bullet creation that are showing right now, which we should probably just hide. This is like a 2-second fix, right? So if we look at sidearms, we have something. Why can't we see it? Fascinating. Anyway, so yeah, so what you're seeing is actually the anchors, but it was actually pretty straightforward to get our. Oh my god, that's so zoomed in. It was pretty straightforward to get our number growing, but it was a pain in the ass to get the actual time work going. Now you see there's actually a black circle or gray circle in the pulse. If you have a gray circle, it's not implemented yet, but I reckon it's going to be a lot simpler now that the base system is here. If I hover over one of those and I press the hijack button, this is actually this is number 6, right? This is number 6 that just created a pulse. You see, if I jump, you get number 6. Well, if I do so, right now I'm doing a physical jump while jumping. The second option is doing a mine hijack or a mine jump. Mine jump is doing it yourself, but it's essentially the same thing as a mine hijack, which is you start playing the drone that's on the gray circle. So, well, first of all, we're going to need to make some adjustments. So once you jump, you can be in a certain radius of the drone so we don't get collisions. Right now they're disabled, but we're going to have some later. So we can do this. But yes, also we just need to keep track. I mean, we're already keeping track of which circle is which drone. So it's a story of, when you jump, you start giving control. It's the exact same thing, except instead of creating a new drone, you will switch the control in the background to our friendly drone that we want. And that should conclude the time travel aspect of this. Of course, you're actually timed once you're doing this, so there's going to be a timer while you play, while you go through the rounds. And you can try and finish the arena as fast as possible by killing the enemies fast as they come out. But the real-time mechanic is the jumps, and I think it's a really cool mechanic. You can see there's a slight bug where the detection for which drone are inside the jump isn't accurate. It's only you can see that it notices that at the creation of this pulse is going to reach this place, right? So it reaches this drone, but the problem is it shouldn't show it yet. You should only be able to jump if the pulse has gotten there. So there's a little bit of logic error on the overlap. The overlap code, but that shouldn't be that much of a hassle to fix. Actually, that might be a really big hassle to fix, but it's not the worst problem. It's mostly visual. And yeah, so you can only jump. That worked, but if I'm trying to jump right now, it won't let me. Oh, actually, it's letting me because it's the same problem. Actually, it's the exact same logic that picks up the drones for jumping. Yeah, there we go. I'm jumping, even though I'm outside the circle. It's just a bit of error on the calculation, but yeah. So you can only jump if you're inside the circle, and you can only jump to stuff that's inside the circle that is visibly contained. And that's pretty much it. And it's a regular, arena shooter. In terms of, you can see I have some sprites set up right now. One of them is the sidearms, so the little cannons that shoot. And they shoot towards a point. Right now, the the bullets annihilate themselves because they hit each other, and you can hit bullets with your bullets, and they just destroy themselves. Apart from that, there's the shield at the front. The shield might be a little bit bigger by the end. Tony's making some noises.
Oh god, I want to kill myself. Okay. There's a plot, Devin. Okay, I just discovered something. I was doubting it, but I wish it wasn't true.
Okay.
For some reason, dude, and I cannot, for the god of me, find why. So, yeah, we're gonna have to make compromises on that. Apparently, we probably built the level wrong because it's our first level ever, Devin.
Yeah, sure.
But
I can see. I can
so instead of like recasting, I'm just having a debug, right? So if it hits something, it debugs and tells me what it hit, right?
Yeah, give me a second. I'm actually going to capture this so people can see. This is going to be part of the devlog.
Fuck me, dude. Okay. Are you seeing?
Wait,
are you seeing the console?
No, I'm not. I'm not. Okay, now I'm seeing. All right, what's going on?
Look at the console. Why am I hitting a wall?
You're hitting a wall right now?
Yes. Basically, the console is. Look, what I'm doing is because I was having way too many bugs, putting casting on my mesh. So I was like, screw it, I'll just have like the regular one.
Yep.
But I'll see what's happening, right? So I put a debug log. Is it even hitting anything? Because for some reason it wasn't changing when I was hitting anything,
Oh, but is it? Are you hitting? Are you sure your raycasting is not hitting the tiles on the floor?
It shouldn't, because
I mean it's
mask.
Yeah, it has a layer mask, but is it though? Is it working though? Is the layer mask set up properly? I mean, yeah, it doesn't seem to be working.
I mean, it's hitting a wall, dude. It's not hitting a floor, and like it has the same distance as the regular cone, right?
Yeah.
So I'm hitting a wall like inside this pink cone apparently.
What's interesting is the wall is always the same distance. Oh, what the hell? Okay, yes, that's your drone.
Everywhere. It's the big one. I wonder if I go here, would it stop?
No.
No, I'm hitting walls.
Is that the minimum range you've set?
No, it's just the range I put, because like if I have a way too big way, I just hit things by
Yeah, I know, but like, is that the minimum range you've set for the raycasting? Because it may just like be hitting the layer itself.
No, that's the maximum range.
No, but like, is your layer mask the entire stage? Because if the layer mask is in your entire stage, then you would hit it instantly.
Yeah, but it has a distance.
Yeah, it has a view distance, but the layer mask, that's the one I'm actually wondering.
Yeah, but the layer mask just makes it so I can hit any collision inside the layer mask. So the layer mask doesn't have a collision, as far as I'm aware.
Okay, so your mask. Oh, okay, your mask is your mask is just the part of the circle that's not shown.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the collision detection that fucks up.
I don't know why, but I'm hitting a wall everywhere, and as soon as I disable this, no more, dude.
But your circle's not that big, not that much bigger.
No, but what it tells me is that the wall is omnipresent somehow.
Oh, I've just. What's the maximum range for the view? We're debugging now in the devlog. It's fine. What's the maximum range for the view?
As big as I want, baby.
Tony, it might be that like being at max range is counted as hitting a wall.
Yeah, but I'm at 2.
Yeah, but you see like how 2 is far, right? Is that that's 2?
Yeah.
You're hitting a wall?
Am I hitting a wall?
You're hitting your range limit.
No, that it doesn't have a collider though. Like, and I'm not like debugging a wall. I'm debugging the tuition of the object. Like if I was hitting a player, it would say you if we hit a player.
Okay. Uh,
Like
all right. Let me just finish what I was talking about with
like it
the
means I'm
background.
hitting like object named wall right here, which I'm like, what? How? And oh wait, I just found it.
Oh, you
I'm
found it?
done maybe.
What's the problem, Tommy?
Okay, dude.
What
Okay,
happened?
okay.
Oh,
You
we
see
got.
this Talmud collider? You see this
No, I
Talmud
don't. Give
collider?
me a second.
I just thought of it. This is fucking sad, but it means we're gonna have to do our walls manually from now on because the Talmud is gonna fuck us up.
What do you mean? Wait, give me a minute.
Okay, so I
Wait,
just
I can't
figured
even.
out.
Well, okay, I can't even show it anyway.
Yeah, I
Uh,
just figured out what I was hitting.
okay, what are you hitting?
So I'm hitting the wall, right? The object wall.
Yeah, sure.
It's because I'm hitting the Talmud collider, right? The Talmud
Oh, well, no,
collider.
wait. Are you hitting the tile map or are you hitting the tile map collider? Have you set the wrong reference? Are you referencing the tile map instead of the tile map collider?
What are you talking about?
The tile map collider is the actual thing that does collision.
Yeah,
So have you set up so it checks for the tile map or the tile map collider?
it checks for any collider.
Yeah, I know. But like, have you set it up for tile map collider? Because if you're looking for the tile map, of course you're gonna hit the tile map because you're on the tile map. But have you set it up for the tile map collider 2D instead?
No,
Oh
what
yeah, I
I'm
can
trying to tell
see
you
it
is that
actually. There's probably
I
a way so you can get the tile map collider and then get like a parameter of it that shows you the actual stuff that's inside.
yeah, well, I can probably like instead of the game object, I can probably get the component to shrink.
Let me just do it
Component,
really quickly. What I was talking about with the shields.
yeah,
So there's the sidearms, right? So the little guns that are working, and then the shield's gonna need an animation. It's not always active, but it activates to block bullets, right? And it spends some energy. We're probably gonna have like I don't know a health bar, an energy bar, or something. And you spend energy to activate the shield, and that's pretty much it at that point. You also have your active one, which is the. Actually, I think that's active too. But you have a beacon, and then you're going to have pulse grenades. So you see these pulses I'm placing on the ground. You're also going to have an option to throw some grenades that create a pulse at the target location. And this might be able to create some range so you can teleport back in time later at a different place than where you're at actually. And essentially flank enemies and stuff like that. If you have some close range weapons or anything. And apart from that, we're gonna need to do the passive sections too. So we have two passives. One that's invisibility. We have the shader that's working for the invisibility in the background. But we also need, we just need to hook it up. And then we also have a speed thing. So we need to detect kills or something, and then grant the passive proc to the actual person. So we get something. But yeah, there's some good progress going right now. And, well, alright, there's a lot of noise going in the background, so I'll stop it here and I'll see you around probably when we get some more progress done.